Hi everyone, happy January, or for those Oriental in nature, happy Chinese New Year, which should hit us in the next few days here. It's been a while since a few weeks, maybe a week or so, since I've done a vlog, and a lot of it's collecting my thoughts on what we've seen, as well as trying to digest direction on the Calgary real estate market and where I think things are going. Well, as some of the folks have received from myself, or if you need to just reach out to me, the CREB, the Calgary Real Estate Board economists report on Calgary real estate and their forecast going forward. Their belief it'll be moderate, uh, which means things will go on regular inflation of 3% in that range for housing. Uh, they have two scenarios. The upcase scenario is we won't see any energy tariffs hit Alberta, where that means we will be a place to be in Canada and there will be continued net migration, which could increase this 3% upward. And my scenario for that was we would see a 5% increase to last year's numbers. So that would be the optimistic case. I'm more pessimistic than this 3%. I'm thinking, in my belief, we will be kind of flat to last year. And what does that mean? That's about an average detached home price of about 800,000, and the average price overall in Calgary at 610,000. I think that would be a good news scenario for us, because over the next quarter to 2 quarters, we'll be going through a lot of volatility to what I call the Trump effect, which is tariffs. Uh, I think we will see some tariffs. I believe that Ontario and BC will be impacted more, and we might get dragged into this Team Canada thing, and then all bets are off. If we see I know they say if we see a moderate tariff about 10%, there won't be a recession. But my belief, we've gone through 6 quarters of reducing GDP per quarter. That's a recession in my books, although it's not the official 2 quarters total net reduction in GDP. I think that'll happen. So I think we're headed into a mild recession, if anything, which means our prices will drift downward or stay flat in at best in the Alberta Calgary scenario, because if you look at our cost structure is lower from a housing standpoint, and I doubt our friends down south, I use the term loosely, will be cutting our energy exports. We might, they will not, because they make so much money on on adding value to our energy exports to them, because we sell it to discount rates to world prices. So it's a net benefit for them, and Trump's a bit of an oil bull. So that's my belief. The worst case scenario is we get really hit with 25% tariffs. Then we're in for a severe recession, and we could see downward movement on pricing for at least 6 months, for somewhere in that 5 to 10% range, and then it'll rebound as things shift around, as their counter tariffs. It'll sort itself out, I think, because they need us less than we need them, but they still need a lot of our imports, or our exports, their imports of our goods, just because of the strong economic ties with Canada. So we'll see how this all unfolds. I think we're at just a testing ground for this. The So that's where I'm at for this, and I haven't changed my tune really since my earlier vlog. And if you need to see this forecast from CREB, just direct message me, or at h harryhoy@remax.net, or just DM me right on the YouTube app, and I'll get something to you, and hopefully we can go from there. Obviously, we will see an update Feb 1, or the week of Feb 1, so that's going to be interesting. I will have definitely a vlog on that week as we see things unfold. Right now, prices are down overall, maybe 3 to 5%, depending on the category, off our average pricing that we saw in, let's call it November, December of last year, just because no everyone's sitting on the fence as I expected them to be. Quite frankly, I'm sitting on the fence. I've asked some of my buying candidates, unless they really need to buy, we'll do a wait and see. Post Feb 1, hopefully they'll get some reduction in what they pay for real estate. On the sell side, I've suggested to my potential sellers that maybe you might want to wait on selling, like maybe a quarter, 2 quarters, if you can. If you're pressed to sell, that's a different story. If that's the case, sell faster rather than slower, because prices are quick to rise, as we know, and sticky to come down. And right now they're sticky coming down, but eventually they will come down if the effects continue to be negative. And you don't want to be the last man or woman holding while you're waiting for these prices to come down. At least it might make you 10 grand. I know on a $800,000, $600,000 home, it doesn't sound like a lot, but 10 grand's 10 grand. It pays for a lot of vacations and a lot of food on the table. So hopefully this is helpful to you. Please reach out if you need any help. As always, have a great day. Bye now.